Hey Virgo, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. So let's get right into the message today. We're going to be doing your Lionsgate 2023 portal reading to take a look at what you need to know in regards to your passage through this portal. And so for those of you who don't know, the Lionsgate portal, I don't know which one's going to charge. My phone's at 11%. My laptop's about to die too. It's 10:10 right now on the 6th. So let me just read this off to you really quick. So for those of you who don't know, the Lionsgate portal is it's an astrological event, and it occurs every year between July 26th and August 12th. So it's believed that during this time, the veil between the physical and the spiritual worlds are thin, making it a powerful time for manifestation. Okay, so the name of the portal comes from the alignment of the sun in Leo, the star Sirius, and the constellation of the Orion's belt. Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky, and it is said to have a powerful spiritual energy. The alignment of these three celestial bodies is thought to create a portal through which spiritual energy can flow into the earth. Some people believe the Lionsgate portal is a time for new beginnings and spiritual growth. Others believe that it's a time to set intentions and manifest their goals. There are many different ways to connect with the energy of the Lionsgate portal, such as through meditation, prayer, or simply spending time in nature. So we're going to tap into this Lionsgate portal together today. So this is going to be for your rising sign. So you're going to want to look at your birth chart, and whatever your ascendant or your first house, whatever house that falls into, is going to be the reading for you. So, I mean, if you have a Virgo sun, you can watch this as well, but I would recommend doing it for your rising sign, because we're going to be looking at the house that Leo rules, and I've got some questions that correlate to that house, as well as pulling some oracle cards. I've got the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, which is a really spiritual oracle deck. At the end, you're definitely going to want to get this message because this deck is so powerful. We're going to be using this one at the end, and I'm going to read it from the book. It's got this amazing book here with my spirit animal, which is a dolphin. Okay, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing some tarot messages to get the answers to the questions I have. So let's get right into it. Let's start with just an overall message for Virgo. What does Virgo need to know right now? Tapping into the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal, tapping into it for Virgo. Every journey begins with a first small step. New moon card. So there could be something new that you're hoping to embark on, something new that you're wanting to begin. And I feel like you could be feeling a little bit flustered. On the bottom it says preparation is always key to success. So making a plan, but not getting too stuck into the planning stage. If you're able to start to make the first steps towards accomplishing a goal, I think that would be extremely beneficial for you at this time, just to kind of get it going. Let's get the card out for this, and then we'll read it at the end. For the Virgo Lionsgate portal, can I get a card, please? I'd like to tap in to the ancestors, to the Lionsgate portal. What energy is coming out for Virgo in regards to them going through this portal? What do they need to know? We have key to your freedom. Very powerful. It says healed inner child, create inner safety and self-kindness. We will be reading this at the end of the message. So for you, if you are a Virgo rising, Leo is going to be in your 12th house. Okay, so some questions that we have relating to the 12th house is going to be, what are my hidden talents and abilities? How do I deal with my subconscious mind and shadow self? How do I relate to spirituality and mysticism? What are my challenges in the area of self-sacrifice and surrender? How can I overcome these challenges? What is my relationship to endings and transformation? And how can I use my 12th house energy to heal and grow. Okay, so those are the 12th house energies. The 12th house is kind of a difficult house for you, Virgo, because your natural house is the 6th house, which is directly across. So this is going to be kind of a crucial point for you right now in going through this portal, because it is going to be focused on the energies that is like completely opposite to you. So it's important right now, even if this message is kind of like out of your frequency zone, to try and adapt to it. Okay, so let's start with this. What is Virgo's hidden talents and abilities? We have here the 10 of Wands coming out in the reverse. So I feel like, Virgo, this is really talking about your ability to find ways to relieve yourself of burdens, really learning to make plans and to kind of set up systems and set up things in the practical world that that help you take a load off, right? This could be hiring people. This could be using AI, using systems to help you keep the energy not making you feel burdened or making you feel stressed. There could be something that you do that really helps you relieve yourself of like cortisol, like stress hormones. I don't know if you have like a really strong meditative practice, or if you do yoga, or if you've just really worked really hard at like finding ways to de-stress your life, no matter how much, no matter how many tasks you have to do, no matter how much, it never weighs too heavily on you. You're really able to kind of take on the world and do a lot of things, doing like the most possible, but still not having affect your stress hormones. It's really, I'm really getting cortisol really loudly is what's coming out. Okay, so let's see. How can Virgo deal with the subconscious mind and shadow self? How can Virgo deal with their subconscious mind and shadow self? We have the Knight of Coins. Taking things slow, going slow with things, slow and steady wins the race. Being consistent with the things that you're trying to grow. Okay, keeping track and staying on point with the manifestations that you are creating. I do see here that your harvest or your crops are beginning to grow. Okay, this could still be something new that hasn't really paid all the way off, but I do see here that you know subconsciously that you have to be consistent, right? It's like when you're working out, or when you're doing yoga, or if you have a physical goal, or if you have something that you want to do, you know that no matter what, the burdens will come back if you are not consistent, and if you are not constantly doing your best to relieve yourself of stress and to remove any burdens that might be coming onto you. Okay, let's go. I don't want this to get too long. We're already at 8 minutes. Okay, Virgo, I want to know, how do you relate to your spirituality and mysticism? How are you relating to spirituality and mysticism? How do you relate to that? How do you do with your spirituality and with your mysticism? Did a card flip up? It did right here. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles. Now, the Two of Pentacles is Jupiter in Capricorn, which is a debilitated placement for Jupiter, and I don't really think that Jupiter likes being in your sign either. So Capricorn is all about, it's ruled by Saturn, so it talks about restrictions, it talks about boundaries, it talks about kind of doing a lot of tasks. So it talks about like the expansion of a lot of tasks. So having to be very, how do I say this? I feel like, Virgo, there could be something coming out about feeling a little bit disconnected from your spirituality just because you have so much going on in your physical life. You try your best to understand it, but you really need practical, like 3D ways to really understand how it relates to you. We have the Nine of Pentacles. You're really focused on your finances. You're really focused on your abundance. I think you know that there are secrets and there are Because there's the rose there, and that can talk about Venus. That can also talk about like hidden things. You could be like into like the Rosicrucians, which is like let's see, what are the Rosicrucians about? Let me ask this. What do the Rosicrucians believe? So the Rosicrucians are a spiritual and cultural movement that arose in Europe in the early 17th century. They believe a number of things, including the existence of a secret wisdom that has been handed down from ancient times, the unity of all religions and philosophies, the importance of personal transformation and enlightenment, the power of symbols and symbolism, and the interconnected of all things in the universe. The Rosicrucians are often based on Hermeticism, the body of occult philosophy that originated in ancient Egypt. Hermeticism teaches the universe is a reflection of the divine and that humans can achieve enlightenment by studying the natural world in the human soul. Rosicrucianism is a complex and diverse tradition. There is no single set of beliefs that all Rosicrucians hold. However, the beliefs listed above are some of the most common ones. Personal transformation and enlightenment. That the goal of life is personal transformation and enlightenment. This can be achieved through a process of spiritual development, which involves study, meditation, and initiation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you, Virgo. I think that that's kind of like where your spirituality kind of sits. I think that you like things that are kind of based in fact or things that have really been studied. You're not so, I don't know if you're so big on the New Age movement. You kind of like more like the older days. I don't know. That's really specific. Sorry. I don't know if that was right or not, but that's just what I was getting. So I'm just listening to my intuition. Let's go on to the next question. So what are my challenges in the area of self-sacrifice and surrender? How does Virgo do when they are dealing with self-sacrifice and surrender? I like this card for you. We call it the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords can really talk about knowing that when things get too emotional or when things get too like emotionally volatile, things get emotionally turbulent, sometimes you know that you have to take a step back, and that, or like when the waters of, even the spiritual waters, when they get too high, you know that you have to find the land, you know that you have to remain grounded, or it'll all go bad for you. You might even go into like stages of depression when you get really deep into spirituality or really deep into your emotions. You like to be grounded. You like to be financially secure, financially abundant. That's really important for you. Oh, the Lovers came out. It says, how can I overcome these challenges? The Lovers. So I think that finding someone that really balances that energy for you, somebody that maybe is really spiritual that you can be in a relationship with, would be really beneficial for you. Somebody that maybe you were able to kind of help ground them in terms of their spirituality, and somebody that would also kind of pull you back to land if you were to dive a little bit deeper into your spirituality and your spiritual practices. Okay, so let's go. We're almost done here. What's your relationship with endings and transformations for Virgo? What's your relationship with endings and transformation for Virgo? We have the Hermit coming out in reverse, which is your card, so that's very interesting. What is my relationships to endings and transformation? I definitely feel like when things end, especially if we're talking about like relationships where you did have a really strong spiritual connection with this person, there is something coming out about that might be something that would be really difficult for you to handle. Transformations, I don't know that you've really had to go through any major transformations yet in your life, but you are aware of what spirituality is. I don't feel like you've gone through Dark Night of the Soul yet, and that's okay. And I don't feel like you're being asked to do that either. I think that you have a really good, solid head on your shoulders, Virgo, and I think that the universe is very happy with your decision to stay grounded into reality and focused on reality. We have 144 on the clock, so, you know, you are chosen, but I feel like, you know, As long as you are still kind of doing your inner child healing, I don't know that there's a lot of like really big issues here that need to be solved. I think the main thing that I would say that is because of this Ten of Wands reversed and you being able to find ways that are healthy to kind of dump any unnecessary, my legs are tingling, to dump any unnecessary stress and anything like that. So let's see, how can I use my 12th house energy to help myself heal and grow? We have the Six of Pentacles coming out in reverse, as well as the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles in reverse can talk about an unequal give and take. So I don't know if you're dealing, Virgo, with a relationship where you're uncertain about giving to this spiritual or to this a romantic kind of energy. But two knights, so that's two really desirable energies. If you are in a relationship, which I'm kind of seeing, I'm seeing that not only you guys could really help each other a lot. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, whether this is a relationship or whether this is a friendship or a spiritual connection, anything like that, I do see that your crops will have the necessary means to be watered and the necessary means to be taken care of throughout the next little bit of time. Let me plug this in before this dies. Okay, cool. So we are here, Virgo. Let's do your thing right here. Please let me know down in the comments if that resonated. Let me know. I'll hit the like button and yeah, tell me what you guys thought about that. The 12th house is kind of a tricky one, so key to your freedom is 215. All right, here we go. Healed inner child, create inner safety, be kind to yourself, and balance. I let go of the past as light and love floods my whole being. I am home. Lemurian star child, a doorway of love and light is before you, a portal to new earth where you walk your life purpose. Your inner child wants to give you the key of the door, the key of love, balance, and surrender. It is your clarity, care, and compassion that allows you to use this key, because to soar great heights, you must also honor the depths within. Your inner child asks you to embrace feelings because they are the vessel through which this message flows. Have you been feeling sensitive, or would you like to get in touch with your sensitivity? Can you observe your emotional reactions and also feel your playfulness and innocence? All of these states are messages from your inner child who is getting in touch with you. Do you feel the key of your freedom is hidden at times? Be the parent to your inner child by balancing action with receptiveness. Take the walks in nature. Find moments of rest and inner peace. Explore your creativity. By harmonizing your masculine and feminine aspects, you create a space in which you can receive your inner child. See now this golden and turquoise door that reminds you of Lemurian oneness. Can you remember that you already walked through this door many times? That it is your birthright to do so? In many dimensions, you are already on the other side. Visualize that you are there, and many emotional issues are healed effortlessly. You are invited to open this door once again to fulfill your destiny. Your higher self tells you how to fearlessly walk through this doorway of the open heart. Remember the flow of your true nature. Remember the ease and freedom of walking through any doorway you like. Would you like to know the secret of this door? Try to open it by pushing and pulling it with force. This is like trying to resolve life issues with control and effort. You don't see the key if it's hidden in a clenched fist. It can only be found when you open the hand of your inner child. Lemurian star child, walk through this doorway of freedom now and accept that your world is changing radically. You might feel like you are going from black and white to color, from thinking to feeling. You might feel like you are going from black and white to color, from thinking to feeling, from mental chatter into the heart. Now you are seeing the beautiful colors of Lemuria and feeling the divine flow of oneness, as if you are a dolphin or a mermaid in the ocean. Let these experiences come to you, and do not resist the healing that comes on your path. It is through healing of your wounds that you can integrate your child aspects and that you can discover your true nature. So the next step is a meditation. So I'm going to read this for you if you would like to do the meditation. So it's asking you, I'm actually going to turn something on, okay? So if you'd like to do this meditation, I'm going to start it now. This is 40 hertz for gamma brainwaves to help you focus your memory and your concentration. Embrace your inner child and ask it what it needs before the door opens. Embrace your inner child and ask it what it needs before the door opens. I don't know if this is not the right one. Let's go over here. We have unique frequencies to attract blessings for ancient god Thoth meditation music. Let's try this. There we go. Okay, let's start, Virgo. Embrace your inner child. First, sit down, close your eyes, take a deep breath. Close your eyes and allow yourself to just kind of go into the blackness of your mind. Embrace your inner child and ask it what it needs before the door opens. Give it reassurance and love until it feels completely comfortable to give you the key. Knowing that your old life is ending and being ready to part with it, you open the door. Through the door, beautiful Lemurian colors start to stream in. This is your conscious connection with God, your felt wisdom of oneness. Breathe in the beautiful colors of Lemuria and let these colors cleanse your energy. Take note of the colors that you see. Are there colors that your mind can't perceive? Are there colors that are unknown to the human spectrum? Are those colors there but you don't know what to call them? What do these colors feel like? To walk through the door is to walk into maturity. It is to see that there is nothing really to fear, or even to be angry about. You are now accepting these emotions as a truth that once was, as an earlier incarnation of yourself. These earlier incarnations show themselves more and more as you let go of fear. They can be from your childhood or from past lives. Bring love and compassion to these earlier incarnations as they show themselves. By showing these incarnations with love, the fear cannot sustain itself. Allow it to collapse by being in your light. The truth is that fear is an illusion that scares you away from the parts of yourself so that you don't feel your wholeness. I paused it on 23:23. Okay, so let's go. By showering these incarnations with love, the fear cannot sustain itself. Allow it to collapse by being in your light. The truth is that fear is an illusion that scares you away from parts of yourself so that you don't feel your wholeness. Allow all of these parts to reintegrate into wholeness. You are ready to close the door behind you in divine timing. Let go of the past and embrace the light. Let your heart shine as yourself. Your affirmation is the love that I am as part of the Creator is bringing me and my inner child back to truth. Thank you, Virgo, for letting me read your energy. I hope that this helped you. My name's Maddie. This is my channel. I hope that this was beneficial to you. It was definitely beneficial to me. See you on the other side.